What's going on, guys and gals? The Shiverish Review here, hitting out with a Black Clover manga chapter 332 review slash discussion for all y'all amazing Clover fans out there. But first thing first, may I hit the subscribe button and notification bell down below if you haven't already to be up to date with everything I do on this channel for y'all amazing folks. So, Black Clover is officially back, guys. Man, rejoice. I made cheer and everything. Man, it's been a long 3 months, but it's back, and I'm glad it's back so we can continue talking about it, discussing about it, and theorizing what's going to happen next. So, let's start off in the beginning of the chapter where Lucious and Lucifario is in the 7th layer of the underworld, and Lucifario is not looking good. He's in real bad shape right now, literally and figuratively, because he's literally only half a torso right now. He's missing his arms, missing a leg. His only thing is connected to him is his torso. So, and Lucius is there with him, standing above him, and look like he got him captured in this some time magic. Look like he got Lucifario is stuck in this stasis state, like he's frozen in time and he can't move and anything. So Lucifer basically is running off at the mouth, basically saying how he's the king of all devils, his magic is superior to everybody, and like don't think this is the end of him. And Lucius like, yeah, your magic is superior, it's really great, but human magic is more superior and everything. And while this is going on, he's pulling Lucifario's heart out of his chest and literally is eating it right in front of him, man. What a boss move by Lucius, man. Respected, 10 out of 10 move right there. And I'm guessing that's going to give him like a gravity magic attribute, like from Lucifario and everything. Because remember, Adrimatic gave him Lucifario's heart before the time skip happened when Black Clover on hiatus, and now it seemed like Lucius got another one of Lucifario's hearts and smushing on it. So maybe he's taking Lucifario's power or magic ability little by little, and Lucius gonna be scary, man. If that is true, he's gonna have gravity magic and stack on top of that time magic. That's almost unbeatable, man. That's gonna be a real threat right there. So after that, we move into in a year and 3 month time scale. Asta is at the award ceremony because he's getting rewarded for the merit, his great merit, and all the achievements he done at the Spade Kingdom Invasion War arc. And he's being promoted in a high status. Like he's right below Yuno, but at least he's there close enough to become Wizard King level. Like Yuno is a Grand Master Knight, so he's like technically captain level. And now everybody theorizing will Yuno make his own crew. And if he does, that would be a cool little. That'd be a cool little storyline for him, man, to see how he is as a captain of his own crew. Because we saw Yami, William do it before when they got to that level. Instead of like being teamed up with each other, they decide all to make their own group. So if choose to decide to do this and go that route, I'm all for it, man. And I think it'd be cool to see what kind of crew put together. And yeah, I think that'd be a cool little storyline. So also, got promoted with a higher merit of their achievements of what they did against Lucifer and the Devils in the Spade Kingdom arc. And now everybody's chilling, talking amongst each other, eating food, having a good time. Now Asta is currently talking to Fagolion and Nozel basically about their position in the whole rankings of becoming Wizard King. And Nozel's, let's see, they're pushing it to the side. And Fagolion said something about they don't feel inadequate. It's about their inadequate performance against the Devils and Lucifario and the Spade Kingdom Invasion arc, which I disagree with. Like, what are you going to do against Lucifario unless you're a star child like and like Asta that has devil power and have devil union and have anti-magic, a counter to all magic. So what are y'all going to do unless y'all those two characters, man? Like y'all did y'all job. Y'all job was to protect Asta from getting killed by Lucifario. Y'all did a damn great job doing it. Sure, y'all got knocked out in the wakes of it, but y'all still did your job. Y'all soaked up your pride and made, y'all are not the star players of the fight. Y'all cannot beat Lucifario, so y'all need to be the support role and help Asta beat Lucifario by protecting him from Lucifario, as Lucifario was doing the pursuit to kill type thing towards him. So I just didn't like that. I feel like that was an excuse for us to be like the only two people vying for the spot for Wizard King. I think Tabata did this because he knows this is the last arc, and everybody gonna be asking questions. Wait, what about Fagolion or Nozel? Shouldn't they be having a vying for a huge spot? becoming the next Wizard King after Julius and everything. And like, you know, he knows people gonna be asking this, so that's why he had those two say this, so they can like put their stuff on hold. While Asta, you know, is gonna be the only two fighting for the Wizard King spot. So it'll be like it's only like a two-person race for the Wizard King spot in the Clover Kingdom, which I guess it's 50-50, but I don't like that. I feel like that's a like, you know, cheap way of like having Asta, you know, be the only two vying for the spot to become Wizard King. So moving on to the next part, we hear about like everybody wonder where Julius is at, and they're just like, you know, pushing it aside, like, oh, you know, Julius is probably transforming into somebody in disguise and going around looking for magic and stuff, like, you know, the stuff he usually do on his free time. So that's probably what they always think Julius do. So when he does it, he probably like switched to Lucious and doing all his plans in the background, pulling the strings, being the eyes and everything. Now that's what I'm just thinking he's doing now, because we literally just saw a few panels ago Lucious is in the underworld, and I bet everybody thought just Julius is gone, just doing Julius thing. So I'm guessing that's what Lucius has been doing this whole time, when Julius been quote unquote walking away looking for people who has magic and everything. And maybe Lucius was looking for Asta to begin with when he first met Asta. So, you know, maybe that's another theory right there. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section down below. But after that, we got the whole Yami talking to the other captains. Say, hey man, guys, this thanks for like showing up for my young brat Asta there, man. It means a lot to me, y'all doing this, man, for him. And it's a huge parallel, because remember in the beginning of Black Clover in the magic entrance exams, Asta was looked down on by the captains and everything. So it's a cool little parallel, like how it is, like how it started and how is it going now, where Asta's like now, like, you know, like as a comrade and the most valuable like comrade to the captains and everything. And it could be their Wizard King one day. So it's a nice, like, you know, how it started and how's it going lately type thing with Asta right now. And I love that parallel to what Asta did right there. If y'all think that's a parallel, if you don't think not, let me know about that in the comment section as well. So while Yami was talking to the captain, Charlotte ran off because, you know, she's still embarrassed about herself confessing her love to Yami, and she don't know how to like talk to Yami now because of it. And Yami's just like, yo, why you try to keep doing this, man? Like, you know, she's been doing this for a year and 3 months now. Every time we're around each other, like, does she hate me or something? And Finra like, oh no. Oh, what are you saying, Yami, Captain Yami? Like, she actually confessed her feelings for you while you was dying while he was dying. So Yami's like, wait, she loves me? She likes me? So Yami does the most Yami thing and thinks about all this while he's on the toilet in the bathroom. I'm like, bro, you can't make this up, man. Yami is just 10 out of 10 funny, man. And we actually got confirmation that Yami was not trolling Charlotte. He did not know her real feelings towards him. Because remember, a lot of people saying like he was reading he probably read Charlotte's King and he already knew Charlotte was in love with him. So he was just being a troll and act like, you know, he didn't know it and everything like that. But he says it in this chapter that the weird feeling in that his key is not in her key is not that she just doesn't like him and she just hates him and stuff. That's the feeling he had when he was reading her key. He did not know that awkward feeling she had towards him was love, like true love for him. And now he's debating like what is he going to do, how he's going to confront Charlotte about this, and that's going to be a nice little side story when we get to that later on in the final arc of Black Clover, where Charlotte and Yami finally get together, or will Vanessa slide in there and maybe take Yami for herself? You know, that's a lot of fun stuff to be thinking about and theorizing as this final arc go on in Black Clover. So the next part is one of my favorite parts of the chapter, and this is Asta preparing to confess his love to Sister Lily like he done 1,000 times already since he was a kid, and she was a nun over there at Hodge Village and everything, and he's ready to give his final marriage proposal to her. And Sekre knows this, and she tells Noel Mimosa about this, and there are all those who are freaking out like, confess? Who is he confessing to? Who is he confessing to? And there's like this nice cute little chibi thing between the two girls trying to figure out like who is the Asta's going to confess to, and like when he's going to do it. And so you see Sekre on the other side of the panel just like, how amusing. And so she was literally trolling them and everything. She wanted to see their reaction because she know that Noel and Mimosa loves Asta, and she wanted to see how they was going to feel when they hear the news Asta is going to propose to Sister Lily. So she's just strolling, trying to get a good reaction out of her, and she's like got a muse off of it. So we're hoping to get more troll secret antics in Black Clover, because that's a nice little new dynamic for a character right there. She just it's cool for her being a stoic like character, but I would love to see her more like in comedic stuff or more stuff out of her element to see how she deals with those type of situations. So seeing her out of her element being a troll to Noel and Mimosa is just 10 out of 10 content right there. So good work on y'all, Tabata, on that. So the next part is Asta proposing to Sister Lily. He's like, yo, I'm 18 years old now, Sister Lily. Can we I will promise I will make you happy and everything. So please marry me. And Noel Mimosa's watching from before, and they're all shocked, like, yeah, I proposed. And like, they still just going, their minds are still frazzled of what's going on right now between Asta and Sister Lily. And Sister Lily is just like, was in her head thinking about all the moments she had with Asta, like, man, Asta grown into a fine young man. So like she looked like she had like a little thought about it, like maybe I could get with Asta, but no, she didn't. She honestly rejected Asta for the last and final time. Remember in the beginning of Black Clover, because she always been rejecting them every single time and every time he proposed to her. And I get that at that time he was a kid and everything. So of course she's gonna say no to him. But now he's at 18, he's a full grown man, and he's laying his heart on the line. He's close to achieving his goal. Because remember he told her like, I'm gonna become Wizard King, and I'm gonna treat you right and everything. I'm gonna make you real happy when I become Wizard King. And that was one of his goals to become Wizard King, is because of Sister Lily. So she sees all that and she's like, no, I still gotta reject him. Like I gotta reject him. So that's what she did. She literally told Asta, sorry, I can't be with you, Asta. Like I see you as a little brother, a sweet little brother in my family or something. And you see like a flashback of her like, treating Asta, caring for Asta and all that, and like, oh okay, yeah, it does make sense for her to see him as a little brother, because she's literally been there with him since he was a little kid, and she's like an older sister type sibling. And Asta probably didn't know that because he was so in love with her, he didn't see how Sister Lily actually felt around her, because she was actually watching other kids as well. So she's probably seen the other kids as little brothers and little sisters as well. So she cannot go past that boundary. She cannot cross that line of going like being with him, because she only sees him as a little brother. If she says she loves him, that would just be her lying to herself. And I'm glad she just admitted that. And now Asta, of course, Asta got sad when she heard the news and everything, when she rejected him and everything. You can tell he was holding the tears and he was crying a little bit, and the look in his eyes. Tabata did great with the artwork in that battle. Sure, Asta was like teary-eyed a little bit, and he stucking it up a little bit because he didn't want. He wanted to tell Sister Lily as well, like, okay, I understand, like sometimes you can't change how people feel and everything, which is an understandable thing. Like you can't change how she feel about him, so he has to give up, and he finally admits that, okay, I can't be with you, but at least we'll still achieve my other goal I promised to you, and that's become a Wizard King. And she's like, I feel bad because I never admitted this to Asa and how amazing a person he is. And she's been there since the beginning. And Asa always been like a punching bag and everything. A lot of people always believed in Yuno instead of Asa and Haj's village and everything like that. And with Asa always been working his ass off, his tail off, his butt off to be the best Magic Knight he can be, even though he didn't have magic and everything. And to be the best person he can be as well. And Sister Lily finally sees that, and she's beating herself up about it inside her head. It's like, man, I should have been told Asta how amazing he is and everything. And she's like, you know what, Asta, I believe in you. I believe you can become Wizard King. And that was such a beautiful moment for her to say that to Asta. And like, you have the person that you love saying and believing in something, in what you believe that you trying to achieve, and you're going to make it happen. That is one of the most wonderful feeling you're ever going to feel. And her giving also that feeling is going to just push him to higher heights to becoming Wizard King. So I enjoyed that moment right there. So the last part of the chapter was basically the craziest cliffhanger ever. We see Lucious walking up to Asta like, congratulations on making it up to this point, Asta, but this is where you end. Basically, it's basically saying you're done here. You're not gonna go further than here. Congratulations to make it to like the point where you're at right now, but you're gonna get eaten now. So next chapter, we probably gonna get a fight between Lucius and Asta, which I'm dying to see. 'Cause I want to see how Lucius fights. We know how Julius fight with his time magic, but we never see how Julius fight with Lucius with his time magic, and maybe his gravity element now since he ate Lucifer's heart. And yeah, and I know I'm probably asking too much for this, but I feel like there's death flags around Sister Lily now. I feel like her life is in danger unless Moso or Sekre or Noel get Sister Lily out of there. I feel her life is in danger, is a high risk of her actually losing her life. And imagine Sister Lily dying next chapter right in front of Asta. Asta probably gonna go berserk, or he's gonna, be in tears and everything and just fight recklessly, and Lucius is gonna wreck him because of it and everything. Because Asta's gonna be at a bad emotional state, seeing the person he loved die or really injured right in front of him. And there's a lot of possibilities going to be going on right there. But that's pretty much what my thoughts of the chapter was. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I didn't like the Hope for Gold and Nazel pushing their Wizard King's positions, chances like to the side just for Asta and Noel to be Asta and Yuno to be the only two vying for that spot for the Wizard King position right there. And another side note, I did remember the part they said there's devil activity still going around the Black Clover, the Clover Kingdom. So Yuno actually had to crew, a simple crew, and like checking that out, investigating and everything like that. So I almost forgot that tidbit right there. But that's pretty much it, guys. I gave the chapter like a 9 out of 10. Man, I thought it was great from start to finish. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section down below after this video is done. So like surely and always after this video is done, please go to the description section down below. I have the Twitter link of the social media artist, the Black Clover artist who did this beautiful manga coloring of Asta right here. Sai Slama. I used to use his pictures for thumbnails all the time, and like I just saw him recently, and I saw him do this picture, and I had to get this picture, he or she this picture, and I had to get it and to use it for the thumbnail, and I used it, and it's a beautiful manga coloring. So make sure y'all show the Sai Slama some love by following them on Twitter and everything like that. And that's pretty much it, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, sub down below if you haven't already. Stay safe and healthy. Peace out. Have a beautiful day. Deuces.